All right, welcome back. Last time I thought it was going to be a bit of a disaster of a session, and it turned out to be a little better than I thought. I think I got stuck on a cave and had to give up. But then we ended up getting back on task and traveling to get the rest of the map. We successfully got, I think, pieces of the map for this general area, and then we got all the way over to the Mount Gelnir. So in the end, and that was getting past an invasion, running past I think a Fellstar, full-size Fellstar beast or something. So now the question is, we're allowed to... We were able to summon as we got closer to the bonfire, and I was wondering if it was because of what was north of us with the hands and the creepy-ass fingernails, or if it was south. And it might be north, because I'm not seeing the Mines of Moria symbol anymore. Now, also what I feel like I should be doing is, yes, I got the map. I should not be getting distracted in this area. This area feels like a later game area to me. And that I should be... I mean, there's so much that I haven't dealt with in areas that I feel like are where I'm supposed to be. Whether it's Raya Lucaria... Oops, that was... unexpected. Or Kaled. I don't know what this thing is. And do I want to deal with it? I'm not sure what that gray buildup is. Also makes me wonder if there's any more of those things. Okay, so the summoning is back. And I'm assuming it's for this minor Erd tree. So here's the trick. I don't mind giving... Oh, no. It's not a minor Erd tree. It's one of the things that flails around like crazy. Oh. Well, this is why I have two flasks, I guess. Yeah, if you remember, I forget what it was called, but it's... We fought one under the castle. This is obviously going to be probably one that has rot or something else going on, but they're going to flail around like mad. I mean, it is an Erd tree, but... it's a... yeah. Actually, I don't even know if on horseback is the best way to engage that thing. Again, because of how it flails around, you're not really looking to... try and outrun it, because it's going to flail around faster than you can. I wonder which one of those things, like, did it look normal until it dropped? Like, was it infected? It was one of those, right? Can I get over to the side and not trigger it? Basically, I'm trying to tell is, like, can you visually see which one? Okay, so now we're back to being able to summon. I'm trying to remember how I did this last time. Did I do it on horseback, or did I do it on foot? And then the question is, how much damage can Headless tank? Let me try it on foot. I don't care if I lose the 4 grand. I think I want the... I was going to say, I think I want the... to target, if I'm going to target anything, the body, not the head, because the head will flail. So clearly, this is going poorly. What I'm going to try and do is I want to see what's below the Erd tree. Now, I don't know if I'm just having weak openings or this is beyond my scope, but so let me see if I can get past. Just want to see what's down there on that bridge, and then I might be getting close to what I'm going to do here in Mount Gelnir. Oops, wrong one. Now, there might not be anything down here. I'm just kind of curious if it amounts to anything or not. And I guess if I wanted to, I could make the jump on Torrent. So, where am I? And what have I... So I'm here. That's the Erd tree. But there's a way up here. Did I get there? I mean, obviously I must have because it's unlocked, but there's an upper path that I've been... Now, the interesting thing is that the Volcano Manor is... I don't know if it's to the west. To the south, but either way, it's above us, most likely. Not sure I checked in with his ghost. So it's interesting. What he's talking about is Lord Reichard. He's the head of the Volcano Manor, sort of. He was a blasphemer. Honestly, the way he's face down, I would have also been agreeable to Mondays. Am I right? But yeah, Lord Reichard is a blasphemer, and this guy clearly is like, nah. This is a big one. And I think the good thing is these things bleed out, so makes them a little bit more manageable with our weapon. Ooh, is that the number we need, or are we on 4 or 5? I lose track where we are with this sword. So it looks like the way it's down there. Kept thinking it was an upper path, but maybe it's a lower path at some point. Although I thought you got there by making that jump from where the Fellstar beast is. Maybe I'm completely misremembering that. Now, I don't know if you can counter or backstab these hands, so I don't know if there's a way for me to actually heal. This one's a big one, so this could be tricky. Could kill me. Oh, that's a waste. Yep, there we go. So it raises the question, am I in the right bonfire starting point, or do I want to go back a little bit? So I'm trying to remember where I made the jump. I feel like it was around here somewhere. Jump over the pit. And that's where I am at the moment, so I'm not sure. Is this the Erd tree we just died at? I'm just going to poke around a little bit longer, and then I think what I'll do is I'll say, look, we got the map fragments. That's what we were looking to do. Sort of temporary mission accomplished. So we don't want to go west. We want to go south. But it's the only way south. Because I don't think we can get down. Did I get this golden seed? Because that's... I guess I did. Just going to go for broke. Get inside. Now, I believe I've been given the invitation to come here. This is Volcano Manor, as seen by the gigantic title card that just popped up. And you can see it's a little round table holdy, right? You got the table in the center. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this one up so we've got it. And how am I doing on souls? I think I have 0 because I died. Let me see. Basically, I'm curious if I got anything I could use for my main sword there. This should be enough souls to upgrade, so let's just see if we got the materials. So we will beam out of here, back to round table.
Took you no matter to lay out your arm.
Yes, there we go. Nice. Now can we get Pat? Nope. Okay. That's not bad, though. What are we up to? 280, 263, 363, 430. That's not bad. I don't know if this is worth doing. You know, I just use it to kite. It's not like I need it to literally do much damage. Let's see what else we can... Trusty Claymore stuck at a +2. I guess I could go get smithing stones, but that's at a plus 15. That's, you know, it's not bad. That's at 8. I wish I could. Smithing stone 3. Not much I can do about that at the moment. Okay. Nice. All right. So now the next question is, where do we go? I haven't done anything here. Can I do that though? Yeah. Let's start here and just start making our way up this sort of peninsula. Again, this is my favorite thing to do. It's sort of pick a part of the world and just go for it. Oh, I remember this is the one where I kept trying to take these things on in a group. And that went poorly. Is that a bowman? There's a bowman, so I need to... What I need to do is basically just go around them. They're not essential to what I'm trying to do. What that is over there? That's a structure. Okay, so I haven't uncovered. Okay, so there must be something over there. Again, I've said it multiple times. I just find this game truly stunning to look at, to behold. Oh, there's something down there too. Interesting. And that's the thing. The game is so big that even if you've played it before, you're going to forget details in a way that'll still make running around feel fresh at some point. You know, maybe the big picture is still in your head somewhere, but now do we check out this sword? It's going to again give us a monument to a battle that took place here. Now, Melania is someone, I think Melania is one of the toughest fights in the game. And so it's sort of talking about her role. I think she and Radon or something. It's the person who's sort of the main boss of Caelid. You know, they had a big battle, and that's sort of how Caelid became Caelid, you know, with the rot and everything. Did I already activate this one? I must not have, or else I would have chosen it. So again, we can go two ways. We can go down and under, or we can take the top road. So let me see. Looking this over, let me take a look at the bottom path maybe first, because it's shorter, and then I'll circle back around and take a look at the top. I don't know if there was some ruins to the south. I don't know if I actually cleared them. Feels like there's actually a couple of paths. There's the right, which I thought was the higher road. The lower road's there, but there seems to be something to the left as well that's a higher road that it wasn't. Oh, that's interesting. And that seems to have a mask similar to the shape of those chariots that spew fire. But it's interesting that there's a bunch of broken statues like that here. So there's a fight going on. Looks like ghosts of some sort. Spirits. Oh, for a second there, I thought that was actually something about to attack me. All right, let me just scale this left path first. Is that the swamps? Yeah. That's something there on the You know what? I never use this, but let's, do I even have it equipped? No, let's, throw it on my hotbar. I think I do have... Yeah, I never use it, but let's see what's on there. Nope. Okay, looks like a rune bear. Not sure if there's anything it's protecting. It might not give us that detail from this distance, just the draw distance, the pop in. You're seeing like we're not getting grass textures, but that's interesting. Okay. Apparently the fight continues and I benefit with a couple of free souls. Now the reason why I'm doing this is just, yeah, so I can go shields up in case something like these spirits. Ooh, Rai Lucaria Mage at the top, so I gotta get... This is going poorly. I'm stuck on a rock. Jump. Now I'm wondering if these ghosts can sort of beam around the way Headless can. Cookbook, always good. Might take advantage of Headless's services on the way back down. What would kind of be an interesting touch is if you killed this guy and then everybody disappeared. But that's not the way it works. So I'm wondering if that rune bear is actually part of the lower path now that I'm getting this vantage point. So let's and I know I've taken down a rune bear in one cave. I don't know if that was like an easier version of it, but I wonder if you can just sort of duck out. Nobody the wiser. Okay, so this might be the extent of this left upper pass. Let's check out the... Okay, so they do jump around a little bit. It's interesting, it's like the... Like, it seemed like a mage, but this seems like the Rai Lucaria colors, so maybe there's something going on there. But there was a mage at the top of that place. Alright, so let's try the lower path. Still more ghosts. I don't remember if there's anything. Oh, alright. Still after me. Yeah, I think that's it for him. Oh. Crap, I'm stuck on a... Okay. Not sure I really need that, but can't hurt. Let's see what this gentleman has to say. right, so that's not the first time that somebody's talked about how, like, yeah, Rai Lucaria locked me out. You know, we talked to an NPC around the back of Stormvale Castle that had a similar story. We'll take this bonfire here. So now clearly we can make the jump if we wanted to, but what part of the swamp are we at? I guess it's just the road leading up to the academy. It's not anything special. How are we doing on souls? We don't have a ton. Now the reason why I asked that is because over here is that rune bear. Not sure if it's going to let us summon or if it's going to make us deal with that thing. I think you want to deal with it on horseback. I can't remember what I've done in the past. I feel like there was one point where I tried it on horseback and it went poorly, but maybe that's still out. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Get in there and just give it a quick. That's not a great opening. Stuck on a rock. That's not also perfect. Let's try it one more time. Not sure how its health bar was. There's actually, I don't know if we have it, but there's actually like a medallion that lets you sort of, if you're crouched, you're sort of in stealth mode and you can't really be seen. I think attacking obviously trips that up, but it might be a way to get that sort of power attack in. Get a free shot or something. Something, you know, there's a graphics mod for this that they've built in, they've patched in. That was stupid because I wasn't locked on. It's also tricky because I think you want to roll into him a little bit. Oops, that's not good. I'm also stuck on a rock again. Okay, let's get there, boys. Nice. Does it do it? Not quite. So there might not be anything particularly interesting. So I think we've already covered this part of the swamp. So that seems to be what's down here on the lower section. We had the rune bear, which was guarding treasure that I don't know if it was actually terribly interesting. Sort of like a destroyed bridge. I wonder if we can... Oh, that's something. Is that the grape woman? I don't know if I have any more for her.
Hello? Is someone there? Would you donate any Shabiri grapes in your possession to me? I'm on a pilgrimage in search of the distant light, and when I eat one of those grapes, I can feel the light.
Again, a reminder, look, she's actually experiencing sort of that madness school.
Oh, many thanks to you.
Now, I think this is the third one.
Light once more. That aside, I wonder what Shabiri grapes really are.
So here's the question. Do I tell her?
Tender and sweet,
Their eyeballs.
yet searing. What a sight they must be to behold. I wonder, delectably, what a sight they must...
Okay, yeah, why not? See what happens.
That's not possible. Not all of those people. Their own... So those noises I heard were... Sorry. I'm alright now. Don't mind me. I apologize. You only did as I asked. I'll be fine. Think no more of it.
I wonder if that's part of her descent into madness. That you're like, oh, by the way, or if it would have happened anyway. I think I told her they were eyes in my playthrough. Ooh, these are tougher wolves. I'm not sure where I'm... Okay, so I'm just sort of checking out the... Yeah, where am I? Okay, so I've sort of hooked around and gotten back onto the upper path by skipping this tree area. Okay, somebody around here's got death root on it. Does that mean there's another one of those floating boats in this little pond? There is. So let's quickly get Headless going before I'm spotted. Let's go for it. Ooh. Alright, but where are you? Because I feel like, yeah, it can be way up on the grass. Those look like, well, maybe they're just regular skeletons. Now, can he summon the giant skeleton? Doesn't seem to be. Where is this gentleman? Daddy went further back. And now my fear is that I just reset the fight because I got too far away. Headless is still around, so hopefully that's good enough, but Headless is hurting. Nope. Okay, good. So this looks like another one of those structures. You know, after we beat Stormvale, we had to go to a structure to sort of activate the Great Rune or something, and this looks to be one of those structures. And I wonder, given its proximity to Raya Lucaria, if once we tackled that, we have to bring it here somehow. Although I'm not seeing... Unless the entrance is... Oh, I was about to say, okay, unless the entrance is down below. Okay. Oh, that's... Okay, there's something here to collect. Let me just grab it real quick. And get out of there. Nice, another painting. Now I have to confess, if I ever do it, basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be Googling it and then just showing you, hey, where I Googled. So I don't know if that's really all that interesting, but because I truly am not good at finding those. All right, so we're this far. So it looks like up ahead we can start making our way down if we wanted to. It looks like we have another Erd tree. Looking at something up here. Maybe that's, I doubt that's a church, but maybe like a lake. And then there's a path that goes here, but there's also something on top. So there's a lot to, I feel like there's going to be a lot to see on this peninsula. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Another one of these gentlemen that chose to expire, taking in the great Erd tree. It's interesting that I didn't really get to any of these places via the swamp. I guess I was too distracted. Or is this the fire? Have we been here before? Is this the fire camp that had the, or is this another one? I feel like I would have been ticking off these. No, this is a different one because these are fire slugs. I would have been ticking off these. All right, that was humiliating. Yeah, why not? Oh, okay. Well, I still got some health at least. So maybe this won't be a total disaster. Keep it coming, Headless. You don't have to get in there too much. These guys I'm not too worried about. I'm worried about that guy in the longer robes over there walking away. Apparently that dog agrees. Yeah, there's this neighbor's dog that just loses it every time it comes within. All right, that timed out better than I expected. Hey, Headless, get in the, at least throw spears. There we go. Teamwork. All right, let's see. How am I doing on? Okay, getting decent souls. You know, I'm not focusing on leveling as much as I have been. I should be probably because I need the vitality. But I keep getting distracted by weapons upgrades. All right, not bad. Okay, so we got up, go down and back or around or whatever. That looks like something there, but I'm not sure what. Or we can just keep going forward. Let's start by going, well, those things are doable, especially if you get a sneak attack. It's just they're a bit of a hassle. And honestly, I think what might be at the top of that hill is some kind of invasion. give these guys a wide berth. 'Cause basically, I'm trying to get up to this church. $10 says I get kicked off my horse in a sec. Maybe not? Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, why not reset everything? Run to the church, see if it's one of those that gives the sacred tears and stuff. Or is this the turtle guy? Church of Vows. Oh, interesting. Now I can give that to Bach. Let's talk to this gentleman. Pope Turtle.
Tarnished, aren't you? I welcome you to the Church of Vows. I am Miriel, steward of this sacred chamber. My apologies for the unseemly state of affairs. Do you know the origin of this place? How it came to be known as the Church of Vows? Well, that is a shame. But who can blame you? The shattering
Raises the question. I wonder if you can know that ahead of time.
to lose sight of something very dear. It is here, at the Church of Vows, that the great houses of the Erd Tree and the Moon were joined by the matrimonial bond between red-haired Radigan and Renala of the Full Moon. And so our church holds in view the monuments of both houses, the Erd Tree of the capital and the Academy of Rea Lucaria.
So Radigan is the guy who I think fought Melania and unleashed the rod all over Kaled. Apparently he was married to the Moon Lady, but I thought there's some marriage in this lore that falls apart, and I thought it was that one.
Oh, was there something you needed? You are
And it
free
creates
to
a
show
big
yourself
problem.
around. I would serve as your guide, only my legs aren't what they used to be. If you find anything of use, you are free to take it with you. Unless, perhaps, you are in search of instruction, in which case I will share all that I know. You wish to know more of Lord Radigan? Lord Radigan was a great champion, possessed of flowing red locks. He came to these lands at the head of a great golden host. When he met Lady Renala in battle, he soon repented his territorial aggressions there, and became husband to the Carian queen. However, when Godfrey, first Elden Lord, was hounded from the lands between, Radigan left Renala to return to the Erd Tree capital, becoming Queen Marika's second husband and king consort, taking the title of Second Elden Lord. The mystery endures to this day as to why Lord Radigan would cast Lady Renala aside, and moreover, why a mere champion would be chosen for the seat of Elden Lord. You know, it's said that Lord Radigan harbored a secret. A famed sculptor of the Erd Tree capital was once summoned to render Lord Radigan's likeness in giant stature, when he glimpsed the skeleton in Radigan's closet. And as such, it's said the great statue harbors his secret too.
Interesting. I wonder if that's it's not something I recall or remember discovering. I wonder if that's something you can find in the city.
Harbored a secret. A famed sculptor when he glimpsed, and as such, it's
Or did they just go small on the proverbial statue of David, if you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying.
head of the Carian royal family and governor of the Academy of Rea Lucaria, the great and beautiful full moon witch. Sadly, her heart was broken when Lord Radigan left her, and then, when the Academy rebelled against the royals, she was locked away in the Grand Library.
Wonder if it's worth giving prayer books to this guy, or if the guy back in Round Table sticks around permanently.
In the end, Lady Renala was left
This is kind of a heartbreaking image that it's painting.
Now she devotes herself to it through forbidden rite, the grim art of reincarnation. You would do well to remember, severing a vow, strongest of bonds, has consequences ever more dire.
Granted, we're going to sever those bonds with a vengeance, because that's just how these games work. So I think we've... It's interesting that Renala disappears. Let's see what...
Oh, what have very well. Let us both. Heresy is not native to the world. It is but all things can be. Oh, what have we here? Very well, let us both. Heresy is not native. All things.
Let's see what... I don't think I need any of this, but just curious what's here. So that's that. Incantations, I think, is faith. Okay. All right. Now, absolution might be if you attack an NPC, they might go hostile, or they can. And getting forgiveness is a way to reverse that. I'm just going to check the northern part of this upper area real quick. All right, I think we've mostly... Oh, two of them. Interesting. Okay. I think we've mostly covered... There's a lot going on down there. Where are we? Nope, it's not letting me look at the map because there's enemies. Okay. Okay, so I feel like we've basically covered this upper area to the left. Okay, so now we can... Let's go left. We're going to have to... Let's see, I'm going to have to call it pretty soon. Oh, this area. Okay, I'm not going to do this area now. There's like minotaurs that we dealt with when we went underground. Not that it's necessarily impossible, but it's a little tricky. So let's go check the other areas real quick. See if we get to a natural stopping point and go from there next time. So if we go straight, we should be able to get to the lowest areas. I'm also really curious what's up that road, because it feels like there's going to be something right there. Now that looks like the type of mausoleum we entered when we went down underground to the Sophia River or whatever it was called. Let's see what's over here really quickly. Okay, looks like this is just going to take us over to the swamp. I don't know if there's anything on the ground worth picking up. All right, so let's keep heading down. I don't know, do people do this in Skyrim as well, where you just run around the whole map, not really engaging anything directly, just seeing what's there and then going back and picking and choosing later? Oh, this... Oh, okay, okay. Is there a bonfire here? Yeah, I'm going to activate this just so we have it, and then let's talk to this gentleman here. All right. So this one's a pretty cool... I think it is what I thought, like what I was describing after Stormvale Castle. But let me just show it to you really quickly. Again, I'm just going to do this just to make sure there's nothing underneath. There's not. Looking up just to make sure. I don't know how other people feel about like the library level in the original Dark Souls. I kind of actually end up liking it. And so I remember sort of enjoying this. You're sort of seeing hands underneath over there, little small hands. But I will tell you that there is a trick to this whole place. I'm not going to tell you what that trick is at the moment because I don't have what I need to activate it. But when I do, when I do, I will go a little further in this one. We haven't even done the Raya Lucari Academy to get... Oh, I wonder if that's worth... we haven't even done the Academy to... let me see if I can get into that windowsill. I mean, obviously you can. I just wonder if it's worth it. Yeah. What is this? So, there's a good chance I'm going to die. So let's see what happens. Yep. It's interesting that there would be hands there and not be able to do anything, but maybe that activates after the trick. So that's what we're looking for. So they're going to put something on that pedestal and it sort of affects this area. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get those souls, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to ride the elevator up, and then on my way down, I'll hop in there so that when I jump off, I have plenty of area to land on without falling under the elevator. Or maybe I could just... I'll risk it. Let's at least get it back down. All right, so we'll save this for later. Now that we know it's here. Got the bonfire activated. So I think the last thing I'm going to do before I quit out is I'm going to go up that path on the map and see what's at the end of the road. It seems too obvious not to have something there. So I need to head back up, I believe. interesting that there's like the mage, but down here there's a bunch of fire guys. So I feel like they're two different groups. So the question is, where's that road? It's not down there because I believe that's the mausoleum. So let's see if it's here. Nope. Reset everybody. It's probably somebody about to attack me from behind, so that's no good. So let's check the map. All right, so we want to go up ahead. I'm going to put a beacon. So we want to follow the road up ahead a little bit and then branch off. So we're going to go through the woods. I'm sure there's not going to be a gigantic rune bear that jumps out any second. Not yet. Okay, a little bit further. Oh, now we're into Minotaur country, which is what I was trying to avoid. I think with my weapon where it is, I probably could handle the Minotaurs without getting completely wrecked. But, okay, it looks like I'm on the road. But it is a lot. There's a rune, like a giant rune bear, so let's get around him. So it looks like... How do you get up there? Because you can clearly get down. I guess you have to come from there around the horn. Okay, so you're going to just not let us waltz in. Alright, let's see what happens. This could go poorly, and if it does, I'll probably stop here and we'll figure out next time. Hopefully I get lucky, though. Let's do a little bit of headless action. Could have been worse. Alright, so let's see what's here, and this is where we'll stop. Oh, Black Knife Catacombs. More on Death Root. Black Knife, makes me wonder if there's going to be some kind of assassin, like the one we were having trouble with in one of the earlier, the cave with the two bosses. So let's rest here, and we'll give this dungeon a shot next time. All right. Take it easy.